welcome to Vari Medical Academy. So, உங்களுக்கு எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஒரு குட் நியூஸ். வாரி மெடிக்கல் அகாடமி சார்பாக இனிவரும் நாட்கள் டெய்லியும் ஒவ்வொரு டாபிக் நம்மளுடைய ஃபேக்கல்டி மெம்பர்ஸ் லைவ் வீடியோ ஸ்ட்ரீமாக உங்களுக்கு கொடுக்க போகிறாங்க. விஸ் யூ ஆல் தி பெஸ்ட் மை டியர் ஃபியூச்சர் டாக்டர்ஸ். டாபிக் ஏதாவது வந்து கிளாரிட்டி வேணும் அப்படிங்கிற எந்த கண்டென்ட் ஆனாலும் கமெண்ட்ல தெரியப்படுத்துங்க. அதுக்குண்டான சொல்யூஷன் வாரி மெடிக்கல் அகாடமி சார்பாக கொடுக்க ரெடியாக இருக்கும். இந்த மாதிரி வீடியோக்கள் உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தா மறக்காம லைக் பண்ணுங்க, சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிக்கோங்க, உங்க ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்க்கும் ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, அவங்களுக்கு யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும். Thank you.
Good morning. I am Shyam Sunder Reddy, doing as a physics faculty in Vari Medical Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the motion of connected bodies over pulley. Motion of connected bodies over pulley. Yeah. In this, take one pulley which is connected with the horizontal ceiling like this. On this, take one string massless string. This is the massless string, and m1 mass, m2 mass, m1 is less than m2. In this case, tension is tension T1 T and tension T. If the here we need to find, this is take as T1 tension, because strings are different, so tension also different. If the string change, tension will be changed. Okay, this is the problem. In this case, find the acceleration A and T and T1 tensions. T and T1 tensions we want to find. Now look at this. This is the massless string. This is massless string. In this massless string, two masses are connected, which are over through the pulley. Here M2 is greater than M1. M2 is greater than M1. That's why acceleration of mass A1 is upward direction and acceleration of mass M2 is downward direction. Based on this, we need to find the FBD of M1 and M2. FBDs of M1 and M2. From that easily we can get the acceleration of A, acceleration of M1 M2 masses, and also tension and T1. Okay, for that FBD of, take as this is A mass, this is B mass. FBD of A mass A. Take as this is the point mass, mention with the point mass. This is point M1, downward direction working as M1G, gravitational attractional force, and in upward direction tension T, upward direction tension T. Forces are acting on the bodies. Here we are calculating forces. Based on forces we will find the acceleration. So T and T is the tension which is working in upward direction. M1G is the gravitational force working in downward direction. These two are in balancing. Okay, and here it is M2 is more, M1 is less, that's why it is moving in upward direction. the m1 is moving in upward direction. So acceleration is in upward direction. From this, we need to write the equation for that. Look at this. It is moving upward direction means tension is more and m1g force is less. So T minus m1g, T minus m1g is equal to m1a force. T minus m1g is equal to force. That force is nothing but m1a. m1a. This is the equation number 1. Similarly, we can write the FBD, free body diagram of B mass. Free body diagram of B mass. FBD of mass B. Here it is m2 mass. In downward direction, gravitational force m2g. Gravitational force is m2g. In upward direction, tension T. Upward direction, tension T is there. Look at this. m2 is greater than m1. It is moving downward directions. That's why m2 velocity is in downward direction. So acceleration is in downward direction. This is A. So from this equation is, we can write as m2g is more, t is less. So m2g minus t is equal to m2a. m2g minus t is equal to m2a. m2g minus t is equal to m2a force. Okay. From this, take as this is the second equation. It's a second equation. This is the first equation. From 1 and 2 equations, we can find the acceleration. From 1 and 2 equations, we can find easily acceleration. See that. From 1 and 2 equations. 1 and 2 equations. What is the first equation? T minus m1g is equal to m1a. T minus m1g is equal to m1a. And second equation is m2g minus t is equal to m2a. Just add the two equations. Plus t minus t will be cancelled. Minus t plus t. And m2g minus m1g is equal to m1a plus m2a. Here it is. We can write as m2 minus m1 into g is equal to m1 plus m2 into a. Therefore, the acceleration a is equal to m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 into g. This is the acceleration of the system. Acceleration of the system over passing through the pulley. Next we want the tension in the string. Tension T and tension T1. Here, this is completely one string. This is different string. That's why tension is changed. First, tension T. How can we get tension T is equal to, from this equation, T minus m1g is equal to m1a. Otherwise, m2g minus t is equal to m2a. Take any one equation, from that we will get easily. If you substitute the a value, then you will get the tension. Here it is. We need to find the tension T. Yeah. What is the equation? T minus m1g is equal to m1a. T minus m1g is equal to m1a. Equation is there, right? Substitute the a value. Substitute the a value in this equation. Take as this is equation number 3. So we can write as from 1 and 3 equations. This is nothing but from 1 and 3 equations. From 1 and 3 equations. T minus m1g is equal to m1a is the first equation, and a is equal to what we have? T minus m1g. T is equal to m1g plus m1 into. In the place of a, we need to write m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 into g. This is m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 into g. m1g take as common. T is equal to m1g is the common, then we will get 1 plus m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2. T is equal to m1g into 1 plus m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2. Take LCM. This is T is equal to m1g into m1 plus m2 plus m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2. Look at this. m1 minus m1 plus m1 gets cancelled. m2, 2m2. So, therefore, tension T is equal to, we can write as 2m2 means 2 m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. This is the tension in the string. Tension in the string. When the two masses of motion over through the pulley, the tension is T is equal to 2 m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into g, and acceleration A is equal to m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 into g. Yeah, this is the motion of connected bodies over pulley. And also we want here T1 tension is there. Look at that. This is the massless pulley. It's a massless pulley and massless strings. Conditions are there. If you mention if this is mass, we can take the different. It's a massless, you'll get the different answer. Massless string, different answers you will get. In this condition, we have these two are the massless pulley and massless string. That's why for this is, see that FBD of T1, FBD of string 2 or T1 or pulley, FBD of pulley. This is, here it is, mention the pulley P, and in downward direction tension T, upward direction tension T1. T1 tension is in upward direction and downward direction tension T. Okay, this is the tension T. So, based on this, T is equal to, T1 is equal to T plus T, T1 is equal to 2T. Therefore, T1 is equal to, we know the T value, T is equal to 2m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. Just substitute the values. 2 into 2, 4 m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. This is the T1 tension. Yeah, we are getting all values. Tension T, acceleration as well as T1. Based on this, if they will give the problem in this, m1 is equal to 5 kgs, m2 is equal to 8 kgs, and then find the tension acceleration. Okay, suppose m1 is equal to, we will find the problem. We will do one problem on this. Just a second, I will erase the board. Yeah, find the acceleration and tension T and T1. Here it is. A1 is equal to 5 kgs, take as m1 is equal to 5 kgs, m2 is equal to 10 kgs. Then what is the acceleration and what is the tension T and what is the tension T1? Simple. Find A, T and T1. A big problem, but we did it is very small. Look, A is equal to, we have a formula, direct. A is equal to m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 into G is the formula, general formula is there. Okay, from this, just to substitute the values, then you will get the result. Here it is, A is equal to, what is m2? m2 is 10, m1 is 5 by 5 plus 10 into G, take as 10 meter per second square. So this is A is equal to 5 by 15 into 10. 5 ones are 5 threes are. A is equal to 10 by 3. A is equal to, otherwise G by 3. If you have the G value, substitute it. Otherwise directly you can write. Here also just write G. This is G by 3. If you are take G is equal to 10, then 10 by 3 meter for second square. Meter for second square. Otherwise 3.333 or A is equal to 3 3s are 9. 3.33 meter for second square is the acceleration. Next, tension T1 we want. Tension T. T is equal to what we have? 2m1. 2m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into G. T is equal to 2m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into G. Just to substitute the values, T is equal to 2 into, what is m1? 5 and m2 10 by 5 plus 10 into G. Write the G, otherwise write 10. T is equal to, this is 2 into 5 into 10 by 15 into G. T is equal to 5 ones are 5 threes are 20 by 3 into G. This is the tension. If you substitute the G value also, then we will get the different answer. And finally T1. T1 is equal to what we have? T1 is equal to 4 m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into G. This is 2 m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into G. Just multiply with 2, then we will get the T1. T1 is equal to 2 into T. Simple. T1 is equal to 2 into T. Substitute the T value. T1 is equal to, therefore T1 is equal to 2 into 20 by 3 into G. That is T1 is equal to 40 by 3 into G. This is the T1. So acceleration A, T and T1. Next, if in case this is the two body motion, in the same way three bodies is there. If the three bodies is there, then how will we solve? We can do that. Motion of connected bodies over pulley. If in case three bodies is there, take as it's a pulley, and here it is, one body is there and two more bodies oscillating like this, hanging like this. This is M1, M2, M3. Then find the tension. Tension, this is T. Here string is changed. Take as T1. Okay. And this is one more string. Tension T2. Right? Acceleration A. Acceleration A. Upward direction. And here it is downward direction. Yes. Now we want the FBD of M1, M2, M3. Same process, but there is a small change here. It is we have two masses are there. So here we need to take the care. First one is same, FBD of M1. FBD of M1. Take the M1 mass in downward direction, M1G. Working as M1G. Force is M1G. Gravitational force in downward direction is M1G. And upward direction tension T is there. Acceleration also in upward direction. So the equation is M1G, which is the more, T is more. So T minus M1G is equal to M1A. Take as equation number 1. T minus M1G is equal to M1A. It is moving upward direction because M2 and M3 masses is more comparing to the M1. That's why it is moving downward direction. And it is moving upward direction. So T minus M1G is equal to M1A. FBD of M2. FBD of M2. This is important. See, how can we write the FBD? Free body diagram of M2. This is M2. In downward direction, M2G is working. Right? In downward direction, M2G is working as well as tension T1 also working in downward direction. Tension T1 also working. So we can write as tension T1 as well as M2G. M2G. In upward direction, only tension T. This is tension T. And acceleration is downward direction. This is more, M2G and T1 is more comparing to the T. So this force minus this force, T1 plus M2G is equal to T1 plus M2G minus T is equal to M2A. T1 plus M2G, these two are working in downward direction. That's why I take as T1 plus M2G minus this force, tensional force, is equal to total force, M2A. Okay, take as this is the second equation. And FBD for M3. FBD for M3. FBD for M3 mass. How can we write this? Just take a point mass of M3. Point mass of M3. And in downward direction, M3G is working. Gravitational force of attraction. And upward direction, T. T1, this is take as T1. In downward direction, acceleration, this is m3. So what is the equation? m3g minus T1 is equal to m3a. Take as third equation. From 1 to 3 equations, we need to find the acceleration as well as T1, T2. 3 values we need to find. Here it is. From 1 to 3 equations. From 1 to 3 equations, T minus m1g. T minus m1g is equal to m1a. And second equation is T1 minus T1 plus m2g minus t is equal to m2a. And third equation is m3g minus t1 is equal to m3a. m3g minus t1 is equal to m3a. m3a. Just add the 3 equations. Look at this. Minus t plus t minus t1 plus t1 will be cancelled. Minus t1 plus t1 minus t plus t will be cancelled. Then what we have? m3g, m2g minus m1g. This is nothing but m2 plus m3 into g minus m1g is equal to m1 plus m2 plus m3 into a. m1 plus m2 plus m3 into a. Therefore, a is equal to this by this one. Therefore, acceleration a is equal to m2 plus m3 minus m1 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3 into g. This is the acceleration of the system. Overall system, total system acceleration it shows. This equation shows the overall acceleration. And from this we need to find the t value, t1 value and t2 values. First take as t. T is equal to m1g is equal to t minus m1g is equal to m1a from first equation. From first equation, what can we get? T is equal to m1g plus m1a. Just substitute the a value in this equation, then we will get the results. Here it is. T is equal to m1g. As it is, we can write as plus m1 into m2 plus m3 minus m1 into g by m1 plus m2 plus m3. This is m1g we can take as common, m1g and m1g. Okay, so t is equal to m1g into 1 plus m2 plus m3 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 plus m3. Okay, this is. Now LCM of this one. We can write as t is equal to here we need to find the LCM of this. T is equal to m1g into m1 plus m2 plus m3, m1 plus m2 plus m3 plus m2 plus m3 minus m1. This is m2 plus m3 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 plus m3. Minus m1 plus m1 gets cancelled. This is 2m2 plus 2m3. So T is equal to m1g into 2m2 plus 2m3 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. Otherwise, we can also write as T is equal to 2m1g into 2m1 into m2 plus m3 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3 into g. This is the tension in the string. It will give the tension in the string 2m1 into m2 plus m3 by g divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. Okay, this is the tension, and now we need to find the T1 value. Between m2 and m3 different string is there. The string tension we want, that is the T1. For T1 purpose, we need to take the third equation. m3g minus T1 is equal to m3a from third equation. From third equation, what we have? T1 is equal to, we are getting m3g plus minus, it will come minus m3a. Just substitute the a value here. A is equal to this value, we need to substitute here. Then T1 is equal to substitute the a value. Then what can we get the common? m3g. m3g is the common. Then we will get 1 minus m2 plus m3 minus m1 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3 into g. Okay, now we want the LCM of this. LCM we can do here. I am erasing this. T1 is equal to m3g into, this is m1 plus m2 plus m3 minus m2 minus m3 plus m1. Okay, so this is m1 plus m2 plus m3 minus m2 minus m3 plus m1 by m1 plus m2 plus m3. This is, now see this, in this m minus m2 plus m2 minus m3 plus m3 gets cancelled. Minus m3 plus m3 minus m2 plus m2. Okay, m1 plus m1, 2m1 into m3g. Therefore, T1 is equal to 2m1 m3 by m1 plus m2 plus m3 into g. This is the tension T1 between the masses m2 and m3. Finally, we want T2. T2 is equal to, see this, we can write as T2 FBD or FBD of pulley. For this, it's a massless pulley. Okay, in this, in downward direction, tension T, downward direction, tension T, upward direction, T2. So, T2 is equal to T plus T is equal to 2T. Just double of T. Where is the T? Here it is. 2m1g. It's nothing but 2m1 into M2, no, already 2 is there. So it is 4. 4 M1 into M2 plus M3. M2 plus M3 divided by M1 plus M2 plus M3 into G. This is the T2 value. Yeah. From this, if they give the application on this, M1 is equal to 5 kgs, M2 is equal to 6 kgs, M3 is equal to 10 kgs, then find the A value, T value and T1, T2 values. Like this, if you substitute the all values, before problem we did one problem, substitute the values in A,